recording. We will not, but just for our study purposes. So he's worked as a scientist and professor for IITB until 2019. While at IIT, he's also pursued caricaturing and cartooning, mostly as a hobby. Then he's one of the original members of Cartooning Global Forum, which is in Paris. He's won more than 10 awards in national level cartoon caricature contests. He's done cartoons and caricatures for Bollywood film Nayak. IITB published a book of his cartoons and characters called Salt and Pepper, which is his work related to IITB. Then he's helped illustrate half a dozen books. He's exhibited in several European and Japanese humor festivals. He was invited in 2017 by UNESCO office in Paris to attend the World Cartoonist Meet. And now he hopes to promote scientific temper through cartoons, in his own words. So let's see how he promotes scientific temper through cartoons. So over to you, Arun, and you can probably share your screen and we can take it off.
Yeah, thanks, Alison, for these kind words. And good evening, everybody. So let's start right away.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Yes. Yeah. I'm not quite used to all these jugglery, but well.
Friends, whoever can, please do put your videos on as requested, because it is supposed to be something where we're all meeting one another and not just one person only demonstrating. That would be nice. Thank you. Yes, Arun, we can see your screen. You can, yeah.
Perfect. Let's start with some of my caricatures first.
Yes.
So that you can see the evolution that I have gone through. The first one on the left-hand side is that of Indira Gandhi and Sanjay Gandhi. So this was done when I was probably hardly 25, 26 years old, around 1977, something like that, just after the emergency. This probably keeps giving me some kind of a confidence that I had something in me, which probably, where I could probably, do some contribution to this art. I was a little good at portraits, so that you can probably see in both of these things, both of these caricatures. Right one is Salim Ali, the famous ornithologist. Now, I want to point out that initial part of my caricature was mainly to just make the nose bigger. You can see that. And still I was able to convince people. Yeah, the right one probably got me the first ever national level, prize. So this is the next one. You can see this. So I'm slightly coming away from that only nose distortion, For example, Amitabh Bachchan here.
You can definitely recognize him here, yes.
You can, yeah. And this, especially his live, hairstyle.
Yes.
This again fetched me some prize there used to be a Hindustan Times contest every year, and it was very popular amongst cartoonists and caricaturists across the nation. So this got me my first Hindustan Times caricature prize. On the right side, this was P.V. Narasimha Rao. Now, what I have now gone into was making it much more simpler. You spend a lot of time in, first of all, getting the caricature, and then you remove the lines. That's what we do. Many people may not tell you that, but yes, and that can have a very, it becomes quite more impressive in that sense, And this fetched me the first prize, national, in that Hindustan Times contest. So, been a very interesting journey. I was actually impressed by various cartoonists, And then one thing which I didn't really follow was one single style. This was a style of some chap called Robert Risco, who used to do for Time magazine, Time and Newsweek magazine then, Robert Risco. So it's like it's just a kind of a card-like thing, cutouts. And this came out pretty well. I mean, with his Thackeray, or for that matter, the artist Hussein. This is our Michael Jackson. Yes, another thing
Nice.
another thing that you probably should add to the caricature or the physical drawing that the distortion that you do is add some subject to that so that it becomes more relevant and brings in the essence of the person. That is all caricature is all about. You add the subject and it becomes a cartoon in itself. Caricature come cartoon.
So I'm curious in the Michael Jackson one, what is happening there? What is the prop you have used for him?
Oh yeah, you can see that the baby thing, like he was. I used to consider him more as a baby only. He used to mix with babies, and then he used to play with babies, all that, And then there are some allegations about he not being very nice to these babies, and that's what probably is shown in here.
Okay.
And this lady who's trying to control the throne, yeah, that of course we all know that. This is Pranabda. Now I'm trying to get into some kind of 3D stuff, as you can see, as time passes. I've been experimenting with variety of things. I never stuck to one single style. So you can probably debate whether it's right to have a single style or have, go through a variety of them. It's up to you. For me, I thought it's more interesting. It's like having a diversity in my styles. I enjoyed doing that. So this Pranab Das thing was actually presented to him, and you can see a lot of distortion out there. On the right, Ratan Tata. So the one on his wall is something which I had done for Business India a long time ago in black and white, and this one was done for the IIT when he visited IIT. So yes, I mean, like, no, this is CNR Rao. You must be probably knowing the scientist, science people out here would know. He was a Padma Shri awardee or something, and a mathematician, played with lots of maths. So I put that background behind.
He's a Bharat Ratna winner too.
Yes. So on the right-hand side, this is a commissioned work, but I liked it because of the smoothness of the whole thing, and then the 3D feel that you get out of it. This guy happened to work for the Facebook, and a mountaineer himself, So he's from the US, and then.
Name?
Pardon me?
What's the name of this person?
Name I don't remember, but he was a part of a 1982 batch of IITians.
Okay.
Who's now settled in the US.
I like how you've shown him climbing the Facebook.
Yeah, he had many hobbies. For example, he was good at the dramatics. Then he was good at mountaineering and things like that. So you add subjects to make it far more interesting.
Nice.
Now, far more simpler stuff. It's not necessary that you should always show the face, isn't it? You can show something which is very typical of this guy. So his is largely covered by his hair.
Trump?
Boris. Yes. So this was recently done, fairly recently.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a very minimalistic style. And here too, I thought brevity is wit. So I keep trying a variety of things. So this in a nutshell is about my stuff. But let's also have a look at some of the, the ones I like. There are many cartoonists on my Facebook page. And just a few of them I'm showing here, not all of them, but a few of the ones which I love. So.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes, you see this.
Whose work is this? Tom Cruise?
Actually, both of them are done by one Chinese guy who's now settled in, I think, Europe somewhere. Actually, I put the names, but the names are not clearly seen here.
Yes, it is. I remember you had the names. Yes,
but I don't remember the names also, unfortunately. But I love the work.
Yes.
You make art with the kind of distortion. It's extreme distortion. We don't see that in India so much.
Yeah, so this is Z Ding, Xiding,
You can probably, yeah, see
yes,
they
from Austria.
from
Yeah.
Austria.
Now
And-
this is Gerald Solo from France.
Yeah, these two, yeah, this is from France. You can see the styles.
Hmm.
Very funny looking, yes. This is a lady, Marie-Lo, from France again. What I like about her work is actually she uses, color pencils out there.
Hmm.
So you get a texture. You see the skin texture.
Yeah.
So I like that for that side. So I asked her the process. She had explained to me. So it was wonderful. And of course, the distortions and the exaggerations are quite nice. This guy is Ulysses Araujo from Brazil. One is Pele and the other is the new footballer. I can't pronounce his name. But the extreme distortions, you can really see this. Wonderful. This is one of the best ones I like.
He's a bit like a Picasso mindset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love his work. Now, this is one guy I keep mentioning on our WhatsApp group also. He draws in watercolors. That's his specialty. And he has fantastic collection.
Hmm.
You see the watercolor. And he, of course, draws in pencil also. These are the guys I had met in France when I attended one of the best humor fest in nearby Paris, actually. See this guy, Matthias Tolsa.
I love this guy's work. I mean, I saw it.
Absolutely. You must look at his work. And he's, for no reason, I mean, you can certainly say he's actually won this world cartoon, let's say, prize, world press cartoon.
Very different from everybody else's so far.
Yeah, absolutely different. So in 2022 as well as 2023, he's the winner. And he is, so both of these, winning prizes, winning samples. So this is all about what I wanted to share from this. So maybe I think we can start drawing.
Yes.
Shall I do that?
Yes. So maybe first you can get into what the prerequisites are for caricature.
Okay.
Caricature, and give us your simple tips and tricks that you use.
Should I? Yeah, I think I'll just keep it here on the side, and maybe I'll talk about these things. See, to start with, what exactly is the caricature? Well, you can say that it's an essence of the personality that you try to project in a very humorous way. Now, in terms of when you're talking about a pictorial presentation of that, we talk about the distortion. So it's actually, in actuality, it is a balance between distortion and semblance. Now, it's up to each of us as to how much we like what. Some people like too much of distortion, but some people do not like that. So you have to decide how much you want to provide. So it depends upon the person who's trying to sort of wanting it. You decide how much distortion. But I love a lot of distortions. So there are various styles here. So I just thought of, actually, we had made some sort of pen down a few points here. Yeah.
Arun, maybe you can stop sharing so then we can see you on the full screen.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah. Or you're going to sketch from here itself, then you keep the sharing screen on. That's fine.
Yeah. Are you able to see me? Or just stop sharing?
No. Leave it. You're going to start sketching from here only anyway.
Yeah, well, I'll be doing that, right?
No problem.
So coming back to these, some of the misconceptions we have. Yeah, one more thing I want to tell you was, especially for the beginners who are not really initiated in art. Well, if you ever feel that you have not learned sketching, that's wrong. Because I keep telling everybody that, for the very reason that you have learned, writing in any language, these are all the sketches that you do, and you learned that trick long ago. So never ever. I get totally surprised when people say, I can't even draw a line. No, we all know that. Absolutely. So
Yeah,
it's one thing.
that's a very good point.
It's exactly. So we have already been initiated in sketching long ago. Another thing, another kind of people keep talking about is art is a God-sent gift. I don't believe that, because when you were born, you didn't know what was art. You have actually learned it over the years. It's all a lot of penance,
Yeah,
a lot of hard work everybody is putting through, and that's how you are there. So
yeah. I strongly believe art is a skill that can be learned. That's
it's
something I tell
a lot
always.
of slogging that everybody has done, whoever has done, to whatever extent he has reached.
Yes.
Now, coming back to some of the things that we talked about, like prerequisites. What are the prerequisites of a good caricature artist? First one is irreverence. You never fall in love with the subject that you are drawing. Same as probably in cartooning as well. If you like the person, the character that you are drawing, you will never ever draw, a good cartoon of it. You will never dislike to distort his personality, isn't it? That's how it is. So that is the first prerequisite. Then the other things follow. For example, the next one I can talk about is you should have a good reference. When I'm drawing a person, if I don't get the person's face right, the reference which is really handed over to me, if it's not representing or it's not characteristic of the person whom I'm drawing, then obviously your end product is going to be different. And I had that experience. I was handed over a wrong reference, and when I saw the person, she looked totally different. So the first prerequisite is having the best thing. So what I do is I actually pick up best photographs. If at all I have to draw it from photograph. If the person is available in person, no problem. Then you can probably decide, because you know him or her in a 3D. Another thing that you should have is a good observation. When you look at a face, you have to be able to know what exactly strikes you the most. Every face has something out there. Of course, there are some beautiful faces which are very difficult to distort. So for a caricaturist, a slight thing here and there does help, because you try to exaggerate that. Third thing is, of course, your ability to distort it. That comes by more and more practice. So I would say these are the 4 things which you have to really keep thinking about. Now, coming back to the tricks that we use. Well, when you look at a photograph, it's a very complex thing. It is full of colors sometimes, or even for that matter, a live model.
Arun, maybe you could show us on your screen so we have a visual example of what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Let me come down to that, yes. So I'm just taking this as an example for me. So the photograph or the reference has to be typical. And what you need to do is to, okay, let me just try this. Yeah. We all know, because I thought I should take a familiar face to start with. Should I draw right away the caricature?
Yes, while you're talking us through the tips and tricks, it helps
Yeah,
if
okay. Let me just, yeah. So how do you really put that into a thing? I mean, how do you put that into just a line sketch? If you can do that, wonderful. Now I'm used to probably getting into the caricature mode right away. But for persons who are new to that, you can draw a simple, you can trace out the face itself so that you are able to sort of identify the person. That is more important. Semblance part is equally important out there. Now, I'm not really doing that, but here I can just go into the caricature mode. Yeah, another thing I could tell you about is, well, you should see the ups and downs on the face. That is why an easier option is to go with a profile like this. And if you probably take the front of the person, then you don't see the nose coming protruding outside. So obviously for that sake, I'm just choosing this. As I was telling you, you have to really pick up what is typical of the person. So that needs to be exaggerated. Now, it's not always necessary that the face is typical. For example, say take Hussein for that matter. I had done a caricature of MF Hussein, in which only I had shown his legs. He used to be a kind of is the person who used to go around without, shoes all over. He was known for that. And that actually got accepted for the Hindustan Times thing, and they had actually exhibited the thing. For example, there are other people who have a very typical way of showing things.
Arun, are you drawing? Because we cannot see anything on the screen.
I'm not drawing at all. I'm not drawing. I can't speak and draw.
Okay.
I'm just
okay. So when you're sharing your tips and tricks, maybe when you draw something, you can point it out as a tip or a trick.
Okay. So, for example, the Boris that I had drawn, I'm not showing his eyes at all. I'm not showing much of his face, but his hairstyle and of course the pink color, they go with that. And many people could identify that. People at least who are acquainted with him. For example, there is a English cartoonist called Steve Bell who draws Trump as a shit pot. He draws him as a commode. Just have a look at it when you get time. All the time he draws him like that. But yeah, you can make out, yes. He has his own way of looking at things. But yes, what I mean to say is you identify the person with something. These are political figures, obviously. So he is a political cartoonist, that's why he does that. But what I'm trying to really drive at is, well, it's not necessary that only the face has to be caricaturized. You can use various other aspects of the person. And ultimately, what you probably get at is, catch the essence of the person. What is the essence? That probably you need to really give a thought to initial itself. So coming back to, this picture, I see it as a very straight nose, very difficult to caricature. But he has this typical hairstyle and his typical eyes and that beard of his. So let me just try get. Yes. I'm starting with his forehead. I'm not sure whether this will come out well. Again, I'm not used to using an iPad like this, but anyway, let's have it.
Yeah. So Arun is not used to demonstrating to an audience like this. So
never.
Please be very kind in your this, and he's putting a lot of his time and effort into this. So just be kind. Yes.
No issues. It is great learning at the end. Experience is good.
So these are the things that you're looking for. You're looking for his hair, you're looking for his eyes, and you're looking for the beard.
It is straight, but then I can pull it out. So let me try doing that. Now you can't do it too much also. You have to probably, maintain the balance. This is a Procreate program which actually does a few manipulations on its own.
So I was saying the first aspect that we were talking about is what you look for. So in this case, you're looking for his hair, his eyes, and his beard. You mentioned.
Yes. Yeah. So eyes are very important for everybody because most of the beauty of the person lies in the eyes. That's what I believe. And of course, yeah, it is a very important identification mark.
The
for example,
character or personality kind of comes across in the eyes, right?
yeah. For example, there's a mad cartoonist called Tom Richmond, who's on my Facebook again. He believes that there are 5 elements of the face which matter when caricature. He's one of the best caricaturists again. Your 2 eyes, the nose, the mouth, the shape of the face, and maybe your hairstyle if you have. So he says 5 of these. But yeah, I mean, you can add the ears as well. Ears don't matter so much for him. But yeah, I mean, the interrelation between these things, the distance, the proportions, all these things matter when you really get a good caricature. So again, it's a matter of experimenting with variety of things. Keep drawing. That's the only way. And then see if you can really get it. So in a way, actually, Milin's face is a bit difficult because it's a very normal face. There's no sort of special feature which I can probably exaggerate or something. I'm used to actually drawing with a pencil on paper and then scan and then color it later. So not much of live thing at all anytime. This is just for some special occasion I am doing this. And it's always not necessary that the first time you get it right. So there's a lot of work that goes on. What I'm trying to emphasize upon is it's not just the best product comes out so easily. You have to work hard for that.
Is it going to go below your logo?
Yeah.
What have you used in the other one? In the poster, you need to keep your typography the same. That's what identifies it.
That poster is individual. It's before the logo was ever developed anyway.
Is it going to be reduced with your logo?
Mm.
Then when you make it that small, your font has to be bold. Your thing will have to be capitals. Choose a sans serif, something like that.
So all that the finesse or polish that we add later on to the caricatures comes later when you rework over this kind of things. The initial caricatures will always be like this. And in my case, it's more so because I'm just not used to drawing iPad as such. Now his hairstyle, yes. So he can be made out easily with his hairstyle. You can now see that. There's some kind of semblance coming out there. See, even when you are doing a live thing also, you can convert that live models for this thing into a photograph and use like this. So it depends on what you are comfortable with.
I am also trying this. I don't know whether after this anybody, Alison will allow me to enter in Milind Mari's workshop.
See, I have drawn various people, very famous people, and not all of them are like distortion of their faces anyway. See, when I attend these humor fest abroad, for example, there is a place called Saint Just La Marte in France, which actually hosts the best ever humor festival in the world. The first time I went, I was one of the guys who did not only caricatures but portraits also. I mean, just what you call as thumbnails only. And I was surprised that I had a long queue of young girls standing in front of me. Like what they do is they allow every cartoonist, every thing to occupy tables, and the whole village turns up. There's a commune, the whole commune turns up, and they actually charge some price, some few euros. You sit on the tables. They keep playing music on the stage, and all the drinks flow around, all the eatables, whatever you want to eat. And all these people queue up in front of the cartoonists from all over the world, where you keep drawing them. So interestingly, in my case, there were a lot of young girls who didn't want them to be caricaturists. So I was surprised, why are they queuing in front of me? So I asked them, they always said, no, I want portrait. Of course, I was not very good at their French, but they could at least point out to what I was drawing. So obviously, they were not very happy with the caricatures. And listen, you tell me if I'm...
Young girls and you're highlighting, typically I'm assuming caricatures choosing the most obvious feature in the face and then you're exaggerating it. I don't think they would have been happy. Yes. That's why I mentioned the workshop on the group also. I said some of we may not be such good friends after the workshop.
People should not take it so seriously. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. How many of you are drawing? I'm curious to know. If you can message on the group and say me,
Yeah.
or audibly put yourself on audio and say me, it's fine. Whichever.
Alison,
Also
can you
doing-
see me?
I tried it, but it,
Yeah.
I'm also trying it.
We tried 3 of it. Let's see.
त्यांनी ट्रेस कटिंग दाखवायला.
Oh, okay. We'll look through them at the end. You all can possibly all hold up the thing and we can see what you've done. Good. I'm glad to see everyone's drawing.
I got a little bit of semblance, fine. Not so much as a distortion. So you have to be a good judge of yourself, let me tell you. Then only you can improve. So you can be, see, there is nobody who's going to teach us cartooning or caricaturing. You have to be the sole judge of yourself, and you have to be honest enough to do that. So in my opinion, this is okay caricature, not something which I could probably allowed to really boast around. But yes, the semblance part is not that bad. I have been successful only in the nose distortion. But yes, so now if I have to see, you can add one more dimension by adding color to that. But yes, I mean, I'm able to get a thumbnail much faster. A 10-minute caricature need not be very good. So, for example, if I have to do it for a commission or something, then it takes me about 4 to 5 hours to complete that. And then what I do is ultimately, when I finish this off, I rub off all those lines which are, which are not necessary.
Just hold on a minute, Arun, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Zakiya, who is this? Please identify yourself.
Oh, Zakiya Khan is from IIT, I know.
No, but you're having a heckler here. Who is
Okay.
Zakiya? Can you please turn your camera on? Who is this? Okay. What's your name, please? Hello?
Yes,
Okay. What's your name, please?
my mother's name is Zakiya Khan.
Okay.
Acha, this is
You're seeing
son.
ahas on the thing, so I was wondering who that is. Is that you who's posting it? Is that you who's posting the hahas? Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
I was wondering what was happening. We're getting massive paragraphs of laughters.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you know who it is. Cool.
Yeah, so his gray hair a bit here and there.
So,
It's
Arun,
good
the
actually. Turned out
distortion.
quite good.
No, sorry. I had a question in the distortion. You're not only making something bigger, but you're also making certain things smaller, right? And
You can do that. Yes, you can do that. You are the boss. So
that's a tough one.
Yes. So
Yeah, actually, Arun, she's asking from the standpoint that most of us are very unfamiliar with caricaturism. So typically, what are the steps that you would take when you look at a reference? Like, for example, here you picked hair, eyes, and the beard. But typically, what do you look for when you look at a caricature? And would you enhance something or would you emphasize something? What do you decide what do you want to exaggerate? And how do you adapt the proportions? I mean, is there some principle that you follow?
I would do one thing. First of all, I would not lose that semblance part anytime, because everybody likes the semblance. Unless it is identifiable, I mean, there's no fun in any caricature. So I thought a bit of portrait training, maybe sketching in that direction, is helpful. So you should be able to get the exact things that probably defines the face. So, for example, eyes, as I said, these 4 things: eyes, nose, mouth. These are the most important things in a face. You get them right first. Now you get them right when you are doing a caricature, you have the freedom of distorting that or exaggerating that, or even, as she said, minimizing. You can probably make it a little smaller as well. So the relative proportions of these things matter. So should I stop at this, or there's no end to that? Because I can keep doing it for hours.
No, I think you got a fairly good example of that. Now, supposing we were looking at one of us over here, any of us over here, when we're looking at our faces here,
Yes.
decide what we're going to exaggerate. How does a cat, with a lot of your experience, how do you decide what you're going to exaggerate? I think that's the key part of what would you say are the key things of caricature? Resemblance is one for sure.
Yes.
What are you, when you're looking at it, see, you're looking at somebody's face here, what are you going to exaggerate? How do you decide that?
For example, like if I look at your face, now you have these specks on you, which are quite prominent. Then you have a very typical hairstyle of yours, flowing it sideways. But when I see a Preeti, she has a lot of curly hair and a band of gray in the middle, somewhere. So I try to pick those things up.
And then you would exaggerate them perhaps?
I can exaggerate that, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So these are typical traits of any personality, we normally, so you have to pick up these with, not just one photograph, but you have to have several of these references to say that, okay, this is the normal of this guy. So that helps.
Okay.
So is that okay? Yeah.
You've gone into echo. Is some other instrument on?
Not mine.
Who
It
is?
must be echoing. Somebody else's echo. Yeah.
Somebody else's. Okay. So I can do one thing. I can delete this. Is that fine? Or just mute it? Maybe I think you can do that.
Yeah, muting.
Yes. Okay. This layer has been muted, so you don't see it anymore. Now I can also. We can draw somebody on the thing. Maybe you wanted me to draw somebody I'm able to see here.
Hold on. I will spotlight our volunteer for the day who has been very sweet to volunteer as soon as I requested. I mean, that was so helpful. Thank you very much. I'm going to spotlight her, and if everyone would like to try, then you're welcome to try. And now when you're working, Arun, if you can talk us through what you're picking from Shilpa's face, what you're going to accent, what you're going to minimize.
Okay. Have you done that already? Not yet.
Yes,
when you
I
finish.
have spotlighted her. If you can put it on speaker view, you will probably see the spotlight.
How do I do that? I'm not used to stuff.
You're on the desktop, no?
Yes, I'm the desktop. Yes.
Okay. Can everyone see Shilpi spotlighted?
Shilpi, I'm able to see. Yes. Okay.
Hi.
But I'm not able to enlarge her face.
Yeah. Shilpi, can you bring your camera closer to you possibly?
It is good enough. Just don't.
How do I get her face on the whole thing? Can you get her?
So she is spotlighted. You will see a partition in the center. You can expand and reduce that. You can just click on it and move it. So your screens are shared together.
Is it okay? I have done by myself.
Yes. Arun, are you comfortable?
I'm not able to see her properly because it's still the small one. I'm not able to see her face. Oh yeah, here.
You need to expand. You need to expand the sidebar. You will find it out that you will get the bigger picture.
Do you have the top view option at the top of your screen, top right?
Top right, okay.
Maybe you can go to speaker view and you should be able to see the spotlight there. Can you see?
Standard sideways speaker view? Is that right?
Yeah, try that.
Side by side speaker, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing her now, yes.
Yes. Are you seeing her, only her and your screen?
Yes, right. But then it's still not enlarged as much as I want.
So now in the center, when you go between the two images, you will run your mouse over, you will see a partition. You can click on that and drag it to one side and you'll get the images will.
Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. I mean, like, I'm able to see her face now. It is small, but it's fine. Don't worry about that.
All right.
We don't have to really fuss over that too much.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So, She has the specs, round ones, no? Yeah.
Ah, so you're starting with her specs. All right.
Yes.
Us poor folks who are wearing specs, we're just being targeted for them, no, Shilpi?
And she has this small forehead.
He has a squarish jaw really takes on, right, Arun?
Yeah. I see her oval face.
Oh, well, yeah.
Ah. Let us be content with a thumbnail.
You can increase the size of her face. You just have to pull the partition to one side. The center, if you run your mouse on the center, you can drag it and you'll see both the images equal sized. You can resize it.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm not used to this stuff.
No problem, no problem.
I have started to recognize myself.
She has a small dimple which needs to be highlighted again. I'm going to see when she smiles. I'm normally a person who draws mostly goody pictures. So I don't hurt people, but sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
I'm distorting it too much here. Sorry.
You
At least my face has
She
something.
has a broad smile, right?
Yeah.
That's something, and the nose, which will
Yes.
and very small eyes.
You can't be goody and draw caricatures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is too much of a distortion.
It's okay.
Don't worry, Shilpi is one of the most chilled out people.
Again, it also depends upon the brush I'm using. It has its own plus and minuses. So. Some days you just don't get it. So it's also possible. You don't have to be so fussy about getting the right picture every day.
I think you can judge by the silence. Everyone's doing their level best.
Yes. Absolutely. At least I could get some smile on her face. But yeah, I want to also add that small dimple-like thing there. It's coming to amateurish. So, but yeah. There's a bit of shadow below the nose.
This is
Nose.
for us to have fun. I hope some of you are sketching and honoring our lovely model.
Yes.
She'll very graciously forgive us for all our mistakes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for being sport. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
Very good.
excellent sport. Yes.
There are a bit of shadows around her eyes. So that I'm trying to get.
It's actually coming real, I can see. Mm.
One thing is for sure, Shilpi, no one's going to forget your face now. You're immortalized.
Immortalized, yes.
Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Arun sir.
I don't know if there's a good comment. Should I take it as a compliment?
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'm not getting it right.
No.
Anyway,
It's okay. It's not so easy also to do something
I've
live.
done that before, so
Yeah.
you have to
It's-
forgive me for that. I'm used to actually sitting in a corner of a room and take my pencil and a paper and draw this stuff. So
Yeah, I think you've got a fairly good resemblance.
Yeah. That is what I also think.
I mean, you've captured that it is someone like Shilpi. So that's
yes, it's somewhere there.
She'll be in her old age. Might be. The smiling one.
I don't think I will ever undertake caricaturism because I cannot bear to be unkind to the. I'm trying so hard and I'm not able to do it without distorting.
I'm at least able to get that.
How is,
Hmm?
See, I can show you once we finished. Are you done?
Yeah.
You done? Shall I put the spotlight?
Yeah, okay, just
Maybe you can stop sharing now and we can all. You're still working, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I should stop it here. Maybe
Yeah, before you get carried away.
yeah, there's no end to it.
Yeah, but it is good actually. And the
Already,
essence of the character is there, right?
Oh,
The
Yes, I
smile,
think it's
the
okay. Yeah.
she's immortalized already.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. Should be okay for the time being, yes.
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks a lot for bearing with me.
Thank you also. Because you at least did something for me. It's
This
nice
can be
actually.
improved upon by removing the unnecessary lines
Mhm.
and probably again redraw also. Yes. I always keep, modifying my work most of the times. So till I'm really totally happy about it.
Mm.
And of course, this is a very rudimentary stuff. I would call this more of a thumbnail rather than anything else. But yeah, I mean, it's just like what I'm trying to tell you is actually how do we proceed in the direction of getting a right caricature?
Mm. Lovely. I'm going to take a screenshot. Hold on. Give us
Thank you.
where you are. I'm going to take a screenshot of you so we can share this on our group. Yes. Thank you. And Arun, if you're done, you can unshare your screen and we can go
Okay.
more and
Yeah.
meet everyone.
Yeah, we can start talking about things with us.
Should I remove the spotlight?
yeah.
I will remove it. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I close this. Okay. So we're done with the iPad, I believe, right? We can.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So who all have been sketching? Kedar, you
Yes.
in the middle. I kept
Oh,
looking.
nice, nice. Who's done that?
Shilpi, how is it? Prakash
Very
here.
good, yeah. Prakash, is it?
Prakash? Nice. Okay, hold.
That's Shilpi.
Let me quickly spotlight you. Can you see Prakash's?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Whom shall we spotlight? Shruti?
Oh, yeah, good.
So nice.
Nice.
Yes.
And this is made by my son.
That's good.
That's real fun, yeah. Come on.
And this.
Okay.
And
Then
these are
Rachna, too good.
Yes.
Rachna is not very good.
yeah, one second. Let me spotlight you, Rachna. Yeah.
Mm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very nice.
Okay. Who else? Who's next?
Oh, Shitanu is.
Aditya.
Yeah,
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God, this is good, yeah.
this is good
Who's this?
actually.
Are you Anand's son?
Aditya Gowde.
Yes.
Mm.
Shantanu Tambe has done beautiful. I just glimpsed.
Where is Shantanu?
Oh, so actually, I was working on one of the commission works. Like, I do usually make caricatures, but like, I'm actually working on something else. So,
Ah, nice.
So show us.
yeah, like, I just,
Did you sketch?
sorry, no, it's a different thing. I'm actually working on one of the commissioned works right now. So, yeah,
Okay.
so sorry, but yeah.
That's fine. Who else wants to show what they've sketched here at the workshop? Come on, guys. I saw a lot of you sketching.
Oh,
Who's-
good one.
I can try,
Alpana.
but mine is
Alpana.
just a little bit.
Alpana is good.
Very
Nice, Atul.
Alison.
yeah. Who's next? Alpana. Hold on. Wow. You made him really look fierce at the bottom, huh? Attack somebody.
Village should have been around to witness all this.
Yes.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yes.
And here.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Who's
Okay.
who have I missed? Preeti?
Yeah, it's sorry, it's the paper.
Yeah, good. But it's come off well. Priti, yes.
Very nice. You made her look so happy. You actually
Absolutely. She is, yes.
Atul, I didn't spotlight you. We did, na? Yeah. Very nice.
Highly good.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
What were you saying?
I said sorry to Shilpi.
You don't have to be, don't worry.
Okay. Saili, very nice, Saili.
Nice, very good,
Nice.
very good. Who's
Very
this? Siley.
For her. Very nice. Saili, how old are you?
Hello? 30.
Okay. You look very, very young. So that's why I asked. My apologies. Okay. Sulu, hold on. Very nice.
Very good, very good. Who's this? Sulu.
Sulu.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me share mine also. I don't know how to spotlight my own self, but that's basically what I did.
Nice, yeah. You're getting her, yes.
I try to make her more smiling.
She is, yes, absolutely.
Have I missed anyone? Everyone showed their sketch?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I wanted to show Alison.
Yes, yes, of course, of course. Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
very good. Million's thing is pretty nice.
Villain sketch, you put a lot of focus. Yes.
Yes, yes.
And yes, welcome.
Oh, the young man. Okay, wow. And
What-
his age is fantastic, really.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I didn't know what was caricature at his age.
This is of Atul.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atul, this is your caricature, which I could.
Hold on. 1 second. Shilpi, we can't see you. Your blurry background. Bring it closer to the camera or something.
Yeah, it's not focused probably.
Not focusing on it. I'm so sorry. You need to take out the
Oh.
background and then put it.
Can't see that.
The blur effect should go, like camera's blur effect. There is a blurry effect in camera.
Yeah, this is good.
Atul, so while you were apologizing to somebody,
Oh, oh, nice one.
Yeah, Atul, this is yours. And this is
Shilpi, go to
Preeti's.
stop video, and that's where you'll see the blur. So then you'll be able to take out the background. Shilpi, that's what you need to do.
This is nice. I can make out.
This is Preeti.
Preeti, I couldn't make out. Yes, exactly, Prakash. Is it
Okay.
Prakash's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, even I
He
can see
has a
the thing.
typical hairstyle. That's very important. Yes.
The nose and the prominent
Yes, yes, yes.
long face.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Atul, I liked it. Yeah,
Hey, this is good, yeah.
very
Yeah,
nice.
first time,
Linka.
Yes.
first time I put it across.
Very good. Shilpi, this is wonderful work.
Sorry, am I moving too fast? Let me put Shilpi back. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need to take it
Shilpi,
seriously.
too good.
Yes.
And who else was showing? Prakash was showing again. Yeah. Who is this?
No, this is Atul's.
Mine, yeah.
Yeah.
I can recognize myself.
Acha.
Nice, Prakash. Thank you.
Prakash, you did a lot.
Yeah. You've been busy. Okay. So we're good. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session.
Yes, very much.
Hopefully we will do a few more.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
put
thank you so much. This was awesome.
your
Everybody. Yeah, very wonderful.
Thank you so much. It was a lovely
Thank
session.
you.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you so much.
Thank you, Arun. It was
Thank you.
splendid. I
Everybody.
think you seeded a lot
you.
of
So
thoughts
nice
in
to
my
see all of you actually.
Thank you so
Chat
much,
on
Arun.
WhatsApp. So yeah, obviously. Good
Yeah,
to see you all in 3D.
Yep.
Thank you,
That's
Alison,
soon
for
with all.
making this happen.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, Alison. You were great.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Alison.
And,
Thank you
great
very much
evening
for the
spent with all of
initiative.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Bye.
Welcome. All right. See you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. All.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Arun, just last question.
Yeah.
Are you were you sharing your desktop
Okay.
initially? I saw 25,000 emails unread.
25,000.
Yeah.
How's that?
Okay, that was 1,400 and
I had to
something.
get that checked. Sorry.
So better we should not write emails to you, right?
God.
Thanks, Dr. Arun. Thanks.
Thanks
It
for
was
this.
really,
Thanks for
really
this
pleasure.
info. I have to really investigate that.
Thank you very much, Arun ji.
you.
Thanks.